Back in with another Bed Wars video, and I almost died again. If you recall in my very first video, it was titled That Time I Almost Died, and it was about when I almost drowned in the ocean and like got sucked out to sea and almost killed by a shark. I think I talked about that. I don't even remember, honestly. That was like almost over a year ago. Or maybe that was 2 years ago, actually. Oh, that was 2 years ago. I should have made another video called That Time I Almost Died Again, about when I got sucked out to sea in Hawaii. Oh. Oh, well, new video idea, I guess. Anyways, that's besides the point. But it almost happened again. I almost died one more time. And this was while I was driving. How wonderful. See, every morning, that I'm scheduled at least, I go to work at about, 6:30, 6:25. I try and leave by 6:25 so I can get there early. It's about a 25-minute drive there. And it's not that long, right? It's just a straight drive on the interstate. But this time was a little different. This time was a little not as wondrous as you may wish it was. See, most of the time, my drives are pretty chill. I just drive for 25 minutes and attempt not to die a terrible death while I'm driving it. It does tend to be one of my goals is not dying, right? Because I do like making money, and also I would leave my other coworkers just like swimming in tables. They might die. I'd actually like feel bad if I left them all alone for the whole day. Perfect. So yeah, I drive, 25 minutes. I'm getting there, and on this day, I was running low on gas. Right, I had neglected. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hit Costco at the end of the day. That's what I'm gonna do because I love Costco. Costco's my favorite store ever. I'm like, I'm just gonna hit Costco, and I'll refill up my gas there. It'll be a fine and dandy, wondrous time. Yeah, that did not happen. You see, as I'm almost there, you should die, right? Yep. As I'm almost there, super windy, and I'm getting like tugged around like weirdly. Like I was already getting tugged around by the wind a little bit because I drive, for reference, I drive a little 1996 Chevy S10. That thing is not meant to drive very long distances. If I go past like a 30-minute drive, I just take my mom's 2016 Toyota Camry. That thing handles much better. It also has no AC, so I'm like dying. But in the mornings, it's surprisingly chilly for it being like 100 degrees in the afternoon. But as I'm getting there, I'm getting tugged around, which is, I mean, kind of normal for a super windy day, but it was an awful amount more than it normally is. And it should have been slightly worrying the second I noticed it. But it really wasn't. I was like, oh, maybe it's the wind, maybe it's the fact I'm out of gas for some reason. I try and blame it on something else, right? I hadn't had like a tire change in a while, but I wasn't worried about my tires popping, and because I hadn't had a tire change, I wasn't worried about them like flying off or anything. And so I'm going along, driving my little way to work, and as I come off the exit onto the street, I'm coming off the exit. There's like a slight curve. No one around. And as I take the little curve, I slow down, maybe going 25 miles an hour as I'm slowing down, coming to the stop of the red light. My tire just flies off. Like, frankly, I'm listening to the song, for reference, I'm listening to the song Eyeless by Slipknot. Great song, by the way. And I'm going along, jamming it out. And there's a part in the song where he screams, and he's like, the drummer hits a cymbal, and then there's a big drop on the guitar, like a beat drop per se. And as I'm going along, it drops right on the beat drop. I might play a clip right here, just for reference. No. Anyways, I might play a clip right here just for reference. So I'll pause momentarily for that. If not, I'll just cut. So that's about when it dropped. That's about what it sounded like. Let's hope I don't get copyrighted from that one little clip. And my tire just flies off. Now, let it be known I'm going, like 25 miles an hour, so I'm not, like, the tire just goes flying into the intersection. I mean, it just goes, and I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. That was not supposed to happen, right? It's not an intended feature for your tire to fly off while you're driving. It does not tend to be something that you want to happen, especially because I was on my way to work, but I get off, what? Teammate, what are you even doing? What? Teammate. No. Oh, my poor teammate. Anyways, you don't want your tire flying off, and it flies into the middle of the intersection. Honestly, it was actually kind of hilarious because it bounced like 30 feet up in the air, like the most like comical bounce, and it just goes boing and then it hits, and I was like, so that just happened. I think I swore of some sort. I'm not sure what exactly I said, but I did swear, and I was like, and I come to a stop. I take a really hard right, run the red light, but I didn't really make it in the intersection. Go straight to the shoulder, and I'm sitting there as I come to a stop, scraping, and I just go, well, damn, that just happened. Which is frankly probably what my last words are going to be, is just, well, damn. I Why are we here? Just to suffer? So I come to a stop, and scraping against the ground, I go, well, damn, that just happened. And I immediately call my stepfather, because he works for a car company, he has a tow truck, so they can come, get it, tow it out, and call it a good day, right? And, you know, keep it from sitting there all day on a street where it should not sit there all day, honestly. That is not a place where you want your car sitting, to be honest. It is not a great place, to have your car just sitting all day. But I was fully ready to leave it and walk to work, honestly, was fully ready for that. Get out of here. But I leave it, I get out, and as I go to step out of my car, luckily one of my coworkers, one of the servers at the restaurant I work at, they were pulling out of whatever it's called. They were pulling out of a gas station, and they saw me, and they were able to come over and help me. They picked me up, took me the rest of the way. But it was only like a 5-minute walk, and I was still set. I was at like 15 minutes early time. We still made it 10 minutes early. And even if I did walk, I still would have been early, because I'm just goated like that. But oh man, should I have been more shook than I was? See, I work with my mom, so I told her this story, and I walk in, and I tell her in the greatest way that you could possibly tell someone that you almost just died. And the fact that it didn't happen any earlier literally means that I should have probably died, honestly. Like, if it happened while I was next to a semi, I would have just been cooked. But I go in, and I walk into work, and I tell my mom, so, funny story. Then she was shaking all day, and she kept asking me if I was okay, and I was like, yeah, I'm chill. I did not react as, like, harshly as I should have. Like, I should have actually been, like, terrified for my existence. But I just kind of, you know, wasn't. What? That did not work as well as I wanted to. But I probably should have been more terrified of my life than I actually was. But I wasn't, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" But you know, the car was found, or the car was picked up. It was just right on the side. My stepfather came and picked it up a few hours later, and we were all good. But yeah, I almost died again. Here's a picture of it without its wheel. The wheel fully ripped off. We don't know how or why quite yet. But yeah, that happened. Anyways, thanks for watching. Goodbye. You should subscribe. But yeah, bye bye.